Disappointing news on jobless rates. Most went up in the central Shenandoah Valley in February. Rockingham County had a 6.7% jobless rate, the only locality better than the state rate of 7.7. Augusta County was 8.2, Stanton was 8.5. Harrisonburg's rate climbed more than a point from January to stand at 8.7 in February. Waynesboro was at 9.3. Shenandoah County climbed into double digits at 10.1, and Page County rose to 14.9%. Joining us now to discuss the job market is Dr. David Huffman, professor of economics at Bridgewater College, and by phone is David Ferguson, chairman of the Shenandoah County Board of Supervisors. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's begin, Dr. Huffman. Why would you say most of our localities went up in February?
Well, the February survey data actually hit at the time when we had a big snowstorm. Usually you can't depend too much on monthly numbers. They're quite volatile. But this particular month, there was that big snowstorm right after the survey week. So
actually, right before
the survey week. I think we'll have to wait until March to really get some idea as to whether or not this is just a one-time blip or whether this might be a problem in terms of higher unemployment.
Mr. Ferguson, Shenandoah County hit double digits, 10.1%. What was the cause of that?
Well, I think if you look at the 10.1%, you really have to go back a couple of years and see how it has grown. We've lost a number of manufacturing plants, such as John Mansfield plant that closed, and we lost that employment base. It was very difficult for the limited employment opportunities in Shenandoah County to absorb that. A lot of our citizens in Shenandoah County had to go outside the county to Rockingham and Frederick County to gain employment. We, however, really see that turning around. Another item that we also see has an impact is in our building permits. For the last 2 years, our building permits have progressively decreased. We're only in the last couple months now seeing an increase in building permits. And as that increase comes about, we really think the construction industry in Shenandoah County will rebound along with the related service businesses. If you tie to that the recent announcement of Mercury Paper that is going to add an additional 130 jobs to the ones they've already have started in Shenandoah County, we think that we will rebound to the levels below the 2-digit level.
Dr. Huffman, what would you say about the Valley compared to the state? You know, historically, at least in recent years, the Valley has always been below the state average. Mm-hmm. And in these numbers we just looked at, the only locality below it was Rockingham County, which seems, I thought we were kind of insulated here.
Well, usually we are, but usually at the times of beginnings of recoveries, there's a lot of volatility in terms of different industries. Some industries gain more, some industries don't gain as much. Maybe that's having the effect here. It is somewhat surprising that the unemployment rate is higher in this area than it is in the state, because normally it's the other way around. But
so that may just be a temporary phenomenon, you think?
It could be. It could also just simply be because of the report, the weather affecting the monthly number there.
Okay. Overall prospects for the Valley, Mr. Ferguson, how would you see it? You mentioned Shenandoah County, but are you optimistic that there's going to be a turnaround, or a lot of what we've been hearing is there's going to be a very slow progression back to normalcy? It may take several years. What's your view on that?
I agree it's going to be a slow progression for the Valley as a whole. It's not going to take many industries such as Mercury Paper in Shenandoah County, assuming the employment comes from Shenandoah County, opportunities come to Shenandoah County, to turn our employment rates around. The loss of Manville is an example. We took a big hit. We replaced that with someone like Mercury Paper, and we should be able to start finding employment opportunities. Not only that, as Mercury Paper comes to our industrial park, we're confident that we're going to bring support services for that organization to there as well, offering additional unemployment.
All right, David, at that point, I'm going to have to...
We agree. It's going to be a process, but we do think we've turned the corner, and we do think we will see some progressively better unemployment or employment opportunities for Shenandoah County citizens.
Okay, David Ferguson, Chairman of the Shenandoah County Board of Supervisors, and David Huffman, Professor of Economics at Bridgewater College. Thanks both for joining us.
Well, thank you.
And now let's send it to Mel.